Greetings, everyone. First, if you've not yet seen the worship service from this past Sunday, December 13th, I'd invite you to stop this devotion and watch the worship service first. This devotion will make more sense if you do. We often hear that phrase that God works in mysterious ways, and indeed God does. And I wanted to share with you today how God has been working in my life and in people around me. We're doing a Bible study series for Advent called Making Room. And as I was preparing the first study of this one, it was about the innkeeper and about how we kind of give the innkeeper a bad rap. After I'd read that chapter and was reflecting on what I wanted to do for the lesson, I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning thinking, wouldn't it be great if we heard the story of the innkeeper? So I got up from bed, walked into my office at home, and started jotting down notes about what the innkeeper would say. Well, I knew that if I was going to dress up like the innkeeper for a Sunday, that I would have to get help. So I texted Max Russell and said, hey, would you be willing to lead the other parts of worship so that I can disappear and change into my outfit and come back? And he said, I'm in. Well, then I knew I'd have to talk to Mamie because she would have to worry about the where the cameras were going to be and how I was going to get hooked up to audio and video. And she said, hey, it could be interesting. Well, then I started wondering, maybe this is not a good idea at all. And 2 Saturdays ago, when my sister and I were doing our walk and talk, I was told her about it. And she said, you've been pestering me about doing a sermon at your church. And she said, I don't do sermons, but I would love to play the role of the innkeeper. Let me do that. She said, I might need a little help with the script, though. So we were so excited. We knew that the Spirit was working through me and through Max and through the author of the study and through Mamie and now my sister. Well, 2 Sundays ago, on November 29th, which would have been Beth and Tom's last Sunday with us before they moved to Minnesota, Tom met me in my office and he said, I have something I'd like to give to you. He said that when he was cleaning out a drawer, he came across this. This is something that was written by his mother's pastor, David Baxter, at Covenant United Methodist Church on December 7th, 1980. And I have to be honest, when he was getting ready to hand me this, I thought, something you found in the top drawer that you want to give me that somebody wrote back in 1980, how can this possibly be relevant to me? And then I looked at the title and it was called The Innkeeper's Story. I was speechless. Because how could it possibly be that all of these people kept coming up with ideas and suggestions, and then Tom hands me a story. And so I scanned it and emailed it to my sister, and she used many parts of this as inspiration for her story as the innkeeper. So I invite you to not look for coincidences, but look for the Spirit, because the Spirit is indeed alive and well and working in and among us. Amen.